are joined by Chief Ariyo, who is a legal practitioner and a public affairs analyst. So he is joining us to talk about this issue of minimum wage in the country. We thank you so much for joining us at this time. Okay, all right.
Always a pleasure. Can you hear me?
The federal government, through the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, says it has commenced the payment of the new minimum wage of 70,000 naira to civil servants. How would you react to this, taking into consideration that it was long overdue?
Well, immediately you asked that question, one of the things that came to my mind is that we have reached a stage in our country where every person who is to mount any public office should have some basic training in the office they are going to man. By this, I mean that there are some elementary principles, like if you look at economics, where you intend to raise salaries, it is because you want to empower the workers. You want to be able to up their capacity to be able to respond to the high prices of goods and services. Now, if you look at the proportion of increase that has been announced and the time between which it was proposed till this time, you will agree with me that it is not commensurate with the hike in prices of goods and services. In other words, if the intention of government is to build the capacity to foster the purchasing power of the worker, if you look at about a year ago when this proposal was on board, for instance, take a look at prices of goods and services a year ago. A bag of rice a year ago was about 65,000 naira. And as of today, it's almost 100,000 plus. As at a year ago, when this proposal was on board, a liter of fuel was about 500, 600. As of today, it's 1,200. And so, simple pedestrian economics will tell you that the intention behind the increment of the wage is defeated by the fact that the speed at which prices are rising is completely not commensurate with the increase that has been proposed. And so, every increment, elementarily speaking, is intended as a temporary measure. The government has to think beyond the initiative of increasing wages to the initiative of removing the systemic constraints that are there that are making prices to spring. We need to look at security, for instance. We need
Okay, or it seems we've lost the audio and video field from Chief Robertson, but we do thank you so much for joining us on this time, at this time on the news. That's Chief Robertson Ariyo, a legal practitioner and a public affairs analyst.